I want to challenge you to be on the lookout for the person that God would have you train to be in the ministry. So as people come to church, you need to be watching them with all your heart and all your eyes. I mean, you just need to be thinking about them. That guy seems to be very interested. That guy seems to always have questions. These people seem to be showing interest. They're helpful. I don't have to ask them twice. They come on time. They get here early. They stay late. They help. And you start noticing, boy, this guy's really got it. He wants to be here. All you got to do is mention a need. You remember when David said, I'd sure like some water from the well at Bethlehem? Well, they were quick to go get it. So we want to be the same way, with looking at them and thinking, who is it that's really showing interest in being here and being with me? So I like to have a teachers and workers meeting, especially on the mission field. And I like to teach everybody that they could possibly be teachers. And so I don't care if they're lost or saved. I'd like them to come to teachers and workers meeting. And then if they're there, they'll hear what you need to do to be a teacher. They'll hear the classes. They could get saved. They could get discipled. They could get training. And then they could show, boy, I'm interested and I want to come running when there's a need and when there's something y'all are asking for. So I like a teachers and workers meeting. I call it putting the ball in their court. In other words, you do everything so that it's on them. So a person comes to me and they say, well, I'd like to be a Sunday school teacher. Well, now the ball's in my court. And so now I go, all right, now the ball's in my court. They want to be a Sunday school teacher. How do I handle that? So then the way I handle that is I look back at them and I say, good deal. I'm glad. We want you to be a Sunday school teacher. But everybody's going to be a Sunday school teacher in our church needs to go to the teachers and workers meeting. It meets at this time and this day. Now when they come, they hear they got to be saved. They got to be baptized. They got to be a member of the church. They got to be a giver. They got to attend faithfully. They hear all the things that you would expect of somebody that would be in a ministry. See, the ball's in their court. So if they start doing everything that they ought to do and you start seeing it, then they throw the ball back at you and say, you know what? I'm doing everything that you asked. Then now it's your turn to look back at them and say, all right, here's the next thing. You can start being a teacher's helper. You can go into a teacher's class and you can work with them and be a part of what's going on, and then we'll go from there. And after they've been doing that a while, then maybe they put the ball back in your court. And next thing you know, they're a teacher. So you let them be a teacher, but you put the ball back in their court, you can keep on growing. Our church is a Bible Institute for lay people. We have a Bible college for those going into ministry, but a Bible Institute, maybe you want to take some classes. Ball's back in their court. Oh, you won't be in the ministry. Ball's back in their court. So all the time, ball back and forth, so you can watch them and see if they want to grow, and you can help them be all God has called them to be.